Hey there, hi there, ClownHyde here, and today we're back at my pawn shop. You see, I got a client, he's asking me for something called the Holy Grail. I've never heard of the thing, but he gave me this rusty nail to start with. Hopefully we can get some people to haggle, and try and trade up, as it were. That's the name of the game. Trade up. Yes, let's trade up for the Holy Grail. Now Hannah here, she brought in a chewed dog toy. She wants that for my rusty nail? I don't think so. You know what you can do with the rusty nail? You can shave that down for thermite. You can magnetize it, make a compass out of some, water and a leaf. You can do a lot of things with a rusty nail. Get yourself tetanus. Yeah. So I don't think we can get the same price for a chewed dog toy. We'll see what else we can get for it. Hair tie. Absolutely not, Peddler Pete. This guy, he's a pro. Peddler Pete, he knows how to haggle you down for whatever you have. A hair tie is made of elastic. That's gonna last how many years? Maybe one before the elastic degrades? I don't think so. Not for my rusty nail. Thrifty Teresa. Stale bread. Now that's a good offer. The way I see it, stale bread is probably easier to move, right? You put a sales sticker on there and people will come in, they'll buy it for a reduced price, even if it's not a reduced price. So we're gonna trade that, yeah. Cracked rib. Trader Joe. Oh, you are selling some strange things these days, Trader Joe. And that's probably true for all of your outlets, too. But I don't think so. Not a cracked rib. Swap Sam off as a broken vase. I don't know. Broken vase? Like, how broken is the vase? If it's just cracked, I mean, you could probably repair that pretty easily. Maybe it's a relic. Maybe it's an antique vase. If it's an antique vase, there's still some collectors out there, even for broken vases. I will keep the bread. Exchange Eddie. Offer pen for your stale bread. No, that seems like a lunchroom swap in like some kind of school cafeteria. I don't think so. Lip balm? Bargain Betty? You ain't getting no bargain here today, I can tell you that much. Haggle Hannah. Outdated map. Now we're talking. Maps contain information, and there ain't nothing more valuable than information. Especially outdated maps. People think that outdated maps are a bad thing, but no. Outdated maps tell you how things used to be. That's information you couldn't get any other way. We're definitely taking that map. I know people like to frame old maps too, you know? They put them in a picture frame, hang it up on their wall. And yeah, a lot of people like those antique maps. I'm sure we can move that pretty easily. Phone book. No. What century is this, Trader Joe? What century is this? Empty bottle. Now, empty bottles, I know there are a lot of glass collectors out there, so maybe. But as it is, like, if it's a modern bottle, it's worth, what, 7 cents? That's hardly a good offer. Peddler Pete? Coaster? Maybe a novelty coaster. I don't think so. Sorry, Pete. Thrifty Teresa? Wooden spoon? I'll tell you what, it's probably, pretty useful to anyone who wants to bake, to have a wooden spoon. I do recommend wooden spoons for things like home brewing. I know it's hard to sterilize them, but that's fine, right? You don't want to sterilize everything in home brewing anyway. Leftover chicken wing? Absolutely not. Deflated ball? Well, it's not a broken ball, right? It's deflated, which means it's still usable. We're gonna keep it. Broken binder clip? Absolutely not, Swap Sam. Outdated map? Sure. Maybe your map's a different map from mine. Maybe I'll get some new people here. We'll trade that. Exchange Eddie, leftover chicken wing. No. 1 antler. You know, there are a lot of people who like antlers. Antlers make for some fine decorating. We're gonna try for a different clientele here and use the 1 antler. Sure. Bargain Betty wants to trade an apple core. Not even an apple, just the core. This is why I don't take jobs from clients too often. Twisted safety pin. No. Keychain? Now we're talking. Sure, maybe it's a novelty key thread. Swap Sam, you're gonna have to come back to me with some better offers here. I don't want to play no hardball with you, Swap Sam. I'm just trying to make a living here, right? Paperclip? No. That reminds me of probably what started this whole thing, right? The Red Paperclip project. Ooh, bookmark. Now there's an idea. Maybe it's a nice bookmark. Where they tried to trade a red paperclip for something like a car. Eventually they did. And really the journey was more important than the car they got in the end, I think. Yeah. No thread. A paperback book. Absolutely exchange Eddie. Essential oil. Oh, it's an essential oil diffuser. Oh, you know what? A lot of people like to read, but a lot of people who don't like to read like essential oils. So, I think we'll go for that, yeah. A robot vacuum. Swap Sam. Swap Sam. You were trying to give me thread before for my outdated map, but here you go with a robot vacuum? Absolutely. Noise-canceling earplugs. No. Vintage Hermes Scott. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll trade that. Bargain Betty. Nostradamus crystal ball. Ooh, ooh. It doesn't say Nostradamus' crystal ball, but I know orb pondering's pretty popular these days with the kids. I think we'll keep the scarf for now though, Bargain Betty. Come back with us. Ooh, a luxury wristwatch here. Swap Sam, you're bringing out the trades finally. Sure. Luxury wristwatch? Sure. Rare stamp collection. Absolutely. I know stamp collections have decreased in popularity nowadays, but they're still out there. People still like them. They're still worth a lot of money. And a lot of old people have a lot of money, and they have those old man hobbies. So absolutely. DJ controller for your rare stamp collection? No. Rare gemstone? Oh yeah, gemstones are easy to move. Excalibur sword replica for your rare gemstone. We're going for the Holy Grail. Barter Bob. I'll tell you what, swords are pretty expensive too. Depending what kind of gemstone we have, gemstones can be pretty cheap. They could be grown in a lab for all I know. Sure, we'll trade that. Holy Grail replica. Absolutely. Same deal. Viking longship fragment for your Holy Grail replica. You know, a lot of people like the history of Vikings, but if it's just a fragment, I think we can do better. Rare vintage wine for your Holy Grail replica. Oh, rare vintage wines. Those things can go up for ridiculous amounts of money, I can tell you that much. So much as a glass would be enough to buy you an Excalibur replica. I'm sure. So why not? Oh, really? We went down? Rare vintage wine. Signed basketball from championship game. To the right, collector. Maybe. Signed numbered art print for your... No. Antique typewriter. No. Time capsule from a significant era. Definitely. Who knows what's in here, you know? That's part of the mystery, right? It's a mystery box. And that brings eyes to the box. People want to know what's in the box. And so long as we don't open the time capsule, maybe, anything could be in there. Schrodinger's time capsule, right? Atlantis artifact. Atlantis isn't real, but you know, on the off chance that it is, why not? Original Broadway playbill? No. Early edition of famous novel? No. The Holy Grail? Absolutely. Hey, look at that. We just got the actual Holy Grail for our client there. I think we got swindled. The Holy Grail could have come from anywhere, but we had a real deal object from Atlantis, which I'm sure scientists would be much more interested in. But congratulations, you have obtained the Holy Grail and won the game. And there you go. I'm gonna have another satisfied client here at my pawn shop. And yeah, it was a fun journey. I'd give that journey about 3.5 out of 5 cigarettes, yeah. I'd give it about 3 used apple cores out of 4. Alright, I'll see y'all again next time, but for now, hide out.